Welcome back, everybody. Today we are testing the new Storm Equinox.
If you like what we do, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and check us out on Patreon.
First impressions? Guess what? Storm releases another shiny ASIM with the new Equinox. We shouldn't be surprised, but this ball feels quite nice. Alright, let's jump in. While being the latest Storm Pearl ASIM, the Equinox introduces a new core and cover stock from Storm. It's an early rolling, low RG core with a moderately strong mass bias that seems to help it create that familiar forward roll from an ASIM. There's also this new cover stock A1S Pearl that Storm says is designed to be playable on 39 to 44 feet. I mean, big picture, it's not surprising being a shiny big ASIM, which essentially slots it into a mid-defined category in my arsenal building. Now, I have to say, while we have a fresh house shot here, Bolero Limerick has once again adjusted their house shot, and funny enough, it looks to be 37, 38 feet with high friction. Yeah, lucky enough for us, but anyway, as you can see, the ball hooks an insane amount. It's honestly very strong for this pattern and pushes me way in beyond what I would normally be in from the left side, but we have to show you what we have, and perhaps if we get a chance on a different pattern, we'll come back to that. But you can see that it really doesn't get into its real groove until I'm sort of like around the fourth arrow. But while the pattern makes the ball look like it hooks a ton, it's also a characteristic of a pretty forward aggressive roll at the end of the pattern. You can see that. So that's kind of the behavior that you get in general from this ball. I didn't get a chance to put many shots in with it, but the Zen 25 is a little rounder off the spot, but still hooks a similar amount of boards overall, as you would kind of expect from also something I slotted in a mid-defined category. Now Tyler shows the shape from his side. He did use a bit of a trick layout, 55 by 5.5 by 50, which is meant to calm the ball down a bit and make some of these balls a little bit more usable for him. I'd normally expect the ball to cover some more boards with a different layout, but you see ultimately it's the same type of characteristic in terms of transition. It's still on the forward side. He still had to get deeper due to the shorter pattern, which was a little frustrating for our test, but it is what it is. Overall, he really liked the shape. I think we just need to see it on a bit of a sort of normal medium pattern. And just a quick look against the Zen 25, and you can see how much different it rolls, just a little bit rounder and more continuous through the pins. Now for Brian, he could take advantage of that hooking shape of this pattern and can get very nice drive with the Equinox. You can see the most effective zone was the third arrow to about 10. Again, deeper than what he would normally be, depending on the pattern, obviously. But I can't comment much on the length because of the ball itself because of the pattern. I mean, yes, it's a cleaner look being sort of a shiny ball, but with the power edge. It's also very reactive to friction, so off of this shorter pattern, it looks explosive. As tends to happen for Brian, asymmetric balls that push him deeper tend to come to a limit of how much he can move in terms of still maintaining carry. So he has a nice look for a small window, but once he moves in a bit more, it just starts to quit. The forward nature of the ball limits that angle, which then creates more deflection through the pins. The bottom line, I don't want to be swayed by the obvious free hook we had with this latest house pattern, but we can still take away the ball shape. Yes, I bowled on lighter or shorter house patterns that push you deeper than you normally have to, but with that, being said, the Equinox still looked like it could play the part if someone chose that much angle. It's clearly a mid-defined ball, and we may come back to it on a longer pattern to give you a different perspective. But overall, I'd say we did like the shape we saw from this ball. Hopefully more to come, and we'll get a chance to test it again. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.